Alright, Clyde, place intro to video here. What's up, everybody? You're watching Michigan Farmer 421. I'm Clyde, and today we are doing something that I want to take a second shot at, I guess. So, I bought a fuel tank for the Fummins, an in-bed fuel tank, transfer tank for this about a year ago. And I ended up dropping it on my toe, and I said screw it, and I took it back and got my money back. Well, so I'm back at it again. I got a used one this time, way cheaper, in case I don't like it still. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace for 150 bucks. Not too shabby for these days and times. Kind of deciding on what kind of pump I want to get between Fill-A-Rite or GPI. There's one at Northern Tool I'm looking at, and then there's one on Marketplace. So the Marketplace one's brand new. It's just not in the States, so it's kind of like. But so I'm gonna repaint this. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm tired, but I gotta get this done at some point. So I'm gonna paint this white. It used to be white, but now I'm gonna paint it white again. Get rid of this red. Take the wire wheel off the grinder. Wire wheel all this. I'm not gonna go far. I'm not gonna try to completely remove it, but I'm gonna just oh, there's a little difference here, but I'm just gonna brush across the surface. Not a lot of people are gonna see it. The sides are what I'm worried about, but really they're only gonna see this side, so as long as I clean that up, it'll be alright. Yeah, we'll just take the grinder wheel. I'm gonna, take all the dirt and crap off. I don't know if I'm gonna need another can of primer, but I'm using what I have right now because I might as well clean out my storage drawers. So we're gonna just, primer it so it don't rust, and then so I think it's gonna be dry out for a couple of days. We're already in a dry spell, and it's June 22nd. Good job, Clyde. Now you started when you're recording this, and who knows how long it'll be till you get it out. But we're supposed to get rain on the 4th of July, I think. So, and then this truck box out of the Dodge, old Dodge, it's going right here, and the whole unit's going to go in here, and that box is leaving because the aluminum is ripping on the lids, and it is pretty much junk. So. Yep, so we're gonna get the grinder, get the glasses on, and start grinding away. So, here we go. Alright, now we got that. We ran the wire brush across it. Yeah, I didn't take all the paint off, but I'm not too concerned about it. We're going to do a good primer on it. I'm trying to keep the camera. Make sure no primer's getting on my truck here. I'm trying to keep the camera a little bit of ways away. The wind's blowing in the wrong direction, so I'm trying just to primer up real nice. Try to prevent any rust if I don't get the painting here right away. So, yep, I just lay on the primer and go from there. Alright, well, I got the whole back side primed. I got this side, I got the other side, and I got this front to do. I did the top part. But my spray can's empty, and I'm not going to the store to buy more for a little bit. So we'll pick back up when I get more primer, and yeah, because I got finished wire brushing the other side, and then I'm going to get more pallets, stack it up, that way I can prime easier, and then we'll spray paint it and let it dry, and then I'm hoping to order the pump here in the next couple of days. And then we'll get the other truck box, take the lights out of it, put it in the old Dodge one, and put it all back together, put some fuel in it, and be good to go. Alright, here we go. Alright, it's about 2 days later after I did the first primer coat. So I got some Rustoleum primer. It's too thick, so it made a bunch of drip marks and stuff. So the best primer I've found at Menards for this is the Krylon Automotive Rusty Metal Primer. It's like $5 a can right now. Used to be a lot cheaper. But yeah, that stuff, it's fast drying, but you use a lot of it. But you can kind of see the difference between primers, and yeah, that Rustoleum primer wasn't cutting it, so I had to go back and get another can of primer. And then I got the grinder and I rewire wheeled all this and painted it again, trying to get all the paint chips off of it. I did this side too. You can kind of see all the indents, but we're gonna have some because of rust or whatever. Yeah, I didn't get that all the way, but oh well. So yeah, that's all primed. And then now I don't know if I'll paint a white coat tonight. I might just try a little section to see how it does. But yeah, and then since I have the camera in my hand still, I just decided to buy a pump. Both trucks are a mess, so I apologize. But we got the Great Plains Easy 8. 30. No, it's 8 gallons per minute. Oh, 30 liters? Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. But it just comes with the pump, a hose, manual nozzle, which that'll probably get replaced with automatic, and then telescoping suction pipe and all that. So yeah, I mean, small tanks, barrels, gas station equivalent, flow rate, whatever. $330. It's a pretty good deal for the times we're in right now. So yeah, and then I might as well go. I think they're on this side of the truck. And then this truck also needs a bath. It's really bad. Really bad. And it's not like dirt, it's bugs. Which is even worse. Then we got some diesel fuel only decals for it. So we'll slap those on the sides. That way no one puts gasoline in our tank. And then I forgot to get a drill bit. Now that I just remembered. Shoot. But it takes a 3/4 drill bit for that box, and I need to drill those for this box. I'll have to see if the neighbor or somebody has one, because kind of was hoping to get that done, but oops. Oh well. I still have the old 3/4 bit, but it was a wood bit, so it did not drill very nice through the metal. So yeah, so I think I might try a little bit of a white coat on this, and then I'll catch you guys up to speed when we get her somewhat white painted, or when we start white painting it, or painting it white. But we just put it on pallets, raised it up a little bit, got it away from the trucks. That way we didn't get paint on them, because that'd be not fun. So yeah. All right, on to the next thing. Here we go. Okay, was just listening to my podcast. So spray paint, I went through 4 cans and it was still showing primer. So we cracked out the old Rustoleum. It's a flat white, it's not a gloss white. I had it in the basement, and I'm like, I'll slap that on, and it looks good on camera, but I'm not going to be able probably to get as much perfect. I could probably put 5 more coats on and it ain't going to do anything. But maybe I'm letting it dry now, but it looks good enough to where it's not that ugly red. But now I'm going to have to let this dry for a couple of days, and we're supposed to get rain, but I don't feel like touching it in the shop, so we'll see what happens. I got a 1/4 can left. So, and really the only parts that are going to be showing are like this and up. So, I'm not too worried about the bottom half. I mean, this side I'd put 3 coats of that Rustoleum on. I went back and forth, and it looks good. So now as long as it dries, and it's oil-based paint, so it'll stick to metal more, even though That was already 2 layers of spray paint on there. Yeah, so the spray paint's a no-go. For this type of stuff, I'd use a Rustoleum primer. Not primer, paint. It's oil-based, so I'll have to use gasoline or the other stuff to wash my brush. But I'm gonna let this dry overnight. This is June 28th. And then wash the Dodge. I might wash that truck tonight too, just because it's nice out. So yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. Okay, so I got the old Dodge's truck box out. I'm getting holes drilled for the lights that are gonna go in the back of it. Because this is going on top of the new fuel tank, newer fuel tank over there, or whatever, you know. Because this one's not all mangled up for some reason compared to the one over there. Even though now looking at it, some of the welds look a little questionable. Oh well, that's what you get these days. But anyway, so I got 8 inches from the outside to the center here, and then from here it's 10.5, 10.5. That kind of puts them all. That's the way the other one is. So now I just gotta do 8 inches from here to here, and then 10.5 and 10.5. So I'll mark those up and then show you the dots. Okay, I just got done marking this one, so now it's 8 inches from the outside, and then this is 5 inches across. So now we split that in half, which is 2.5. So we have 2.5 to center, and then 8 inches, and then from center to center here is 10.5. Again, 2.5 from the top of the 5 inches across. You can tell I took a drawings class, so I'm very good at this, right? So 2.5 to here, and then this is another 10.5 inches. And these should be exactly, let's see, what is this? 1.5, roughly, we'll call that 1.5, even though it's not one. It's 1.5 from the outside on that, and this one over here is 1.5 on the inside on that. So that don't add up here. Let's see. Okay, so now let's go from here. So that's 1 3/4. That's 1 3/4. There we go. That makes sense. Okay, I was looking at the tape measure wrong. So okay. So yeah. So now they're also all follow the same diamond pattern here. Well, the same row. So I think the last one I just measured how many diamonds and then just cut it or punched a hole in. But I got a better drill bit than the last one, so it's punching through pretty easily. So I figured I'd get the starter ones in and then just knock these out, and then I'll have to take the lights out of the truck box over there, put it in here, and yeah. So here we go. So I got the truck box drug out of the Fummins, and you can see that this side's bent. Got hit. Aluminum's ripping here. Aluminum's ripping here. Ripping here. It's just a stupid design, I think. Whoops. But like, yeah, this it does look shiny, but this one I'm pretty sure is bigger. So I'm gonna make sure. I'm pretty sure I just cleaned this one off. But this one already, yeah, this one's done. It's just, this one's a little bit more sturdier than this for some reason, so yeah. And then this, you can't take this off because, well, you can, but it leaves holes, which is stupid. Versus this one, it was just a sticker, so just gotta finish taking that off. So, all right, I'm gonna transfer these lights over and then try to work on my wiring harness. So. Alright, so I now have all the lights put in. I don't have them wired up yet, but it's kind of hard to wire these all up. But I could tell the wiring in that one was terrible, so we're going to try different wiring this time. But, yep, so now they're just, hopefully we'll tuck all the wires back. I'm probably going to use duct tape this time to hold them against the thing. That way now the tools catch it and prevent them from working. And then I just grounded it to the box, so the box must have got a good ground somehow, because all I did was supply one wire to power. So, yep, on the wiring. Okay, so I got the jumper cables ran from the Dodge, and it's grounded here, so we have the ground, and then we have the power. And then for wiring, we just used this cord, and I did like 2 sets of wire nuts. I gotta zip tie everything up yet, but I'm gonna try to make it as snug as I can. But all of them, it's kind of bright out. All of them work, so it's a good sign. So then we have just a little peephole here to run our wire that runs to the wire that I have already ran. I'll just have to make it longer. So we'll have to clean this out at some point, but I'm kind of against time here because I need to get to work. So drop the camera there. I'm going to try to put that in, I think, and then put this in on top of it, tighten it down, and then call it a day. But yeah, just the ground clamps right on. So, good deal. Yeah, you can kind of see the fucker. Woo, okie dokie. Alrighty, it has been a couple of hours since the last shot has been taken here. So I got the tank in the truck. Then it is fastened on the other side. I put rubber so it doesn't rub against the thing and make racket. We put the fuel cap on, and then the box is fastened. It's not bolted to the bed, it's fastened to the bed. So now I just gotta run my wire for my lights, which that wire is now down here somewhere. And then it'll be back to where it's functional. I probably won't put the pump on today. I might, I don't know, we'll see what time it is. But that's just another thing I would have to do. I know I gotta put all the stuff that was in the truck box back in so I could use one of these trucks because it is the 4th of July and it's time to go places, right? All right, I'm gonna hook up those lights and then we'll go from there. So here we go. So we got all of my tools and stuff inside now. The wiring is now hooked up, this is just temporary. Because the pump's gonna go right here, and I'm gonna have to make it to where the hose, because it's gonna stuff down in here, does not catch. I don't know how long the hose is. Hopefully it reaches this back tank. I think it should. I was wanting to put it on this side, so that way I could pull up like this and hook and have the pump right into whatever truck, and then we still clear the gooseneck hitch just fine. So, and then now we have 6 and some feet, I think now. Compared, yeah. So technically we have about now the same bed length. Well, no, we have a little less, but so, yep. Okay, so today's the 4th of July. So yesterday. We're getting a little bit of a storm tonight, and I wanted to get this pump on. So there will be no pump install video. I did do a live stream on installing it for a little bit. But here's the final product installed in the truck. We got the diesel fuel only stickers, and then it looks pretty sick. We took this truck and Mom's truck to the parade today, and it looks pretty sweet. I just got a lock on the fuel fill right now because I haven't tested it yet. I pressure tested it with air, but I got a fuel barrel here, or at my other farm, or the other farm, not mine, that we could use. Just fill this up, we would pump it back into the thing. I just want to pump it full to see if there's actually any leaks. I'm pretty sure there's not, but if there is, I want to catch them sooner than later, because then when I put fuel in, I don't want that leaking all over the ground. So, and then that cord's just ran up to the battery. It's still, I gotta get a lock for this, or a cutoff switch under the hood, that way it's secure. Or, yeah, because I don't want to be down at Lansing, and then all you have to do is pull that out and you can fill up the vehicle, so that's not, ideal. But yeah, so I'm very happy with it. This tank's wider than the one I got at Family Farm and Home and returned, so it looks better. And then the box gap between the tank and there is non-existent thanks to this Dodge box. So now I just got to clean the Dodge box and clean all this up. But we're getting a storm tonight, so I gotta get the Dodge. I either gotta change the oil or get all the crap out of it because I want to get some things done here. I'll probably hold off on changing the oil because I had to put something in it because it has a little bit of a leak. And then I put the good oil in on this one, but we're gonna switch to Delvac this next go around. I put Delvac in that because I've just had enough with Shell. The way they're doing things now, and yeah, it's just not worth it. So yeah, so to the pump, it's just 2 wires right to the battery, red to red and black to black. And then the box lights are still wired up the same way I have them in my other video from 2 years ago, I think. That's a long time now, I think. No, maybe it was a year ago. I don't know. But yeah, so she's a little bit of a farm truck now. We probably won't use it, but you never know. You never know. So, alright, I'm going to have to bust my butt here and get this all wrapped up because we're going to get a thunderstorm tonight, which is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Lord, because ground's really starting to dry out. I'm also listening to a podcast right now. The Cy Robertson podcast. That's pretty cool. Just kind of listening to that. So yeah, hopefully all of you have a good 4th of July. I'm hoping to have this video edited here within a week. So yeah, so we might do a couple more live streams this year. I'm thinking maybe one, maybe in August. I don't know when. Just make sure you have your notifications on. Because once we get the truck that's in here, I can roll mine in, set up the laptop, and we could just go to town on doing whatever. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody doing it. Like and subscribe if you're new here, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.